Hello, friends. How are you? How's things? How's life? How's the world? I should probably turn the lights on. Didn't do that. Just started playing. That is a very poor rendition of Miles Davis's "So What." It's a song I've been working on for my instructor taking private lessons, and he has me working on this song because it's kind of like a classic sort of everybody loves this song like a jazz. It's a standard. It's a jazz standard, and it's kind of like heralded as this like amazing piece of jazz music. And I wanted to play it because California Chris had asked me if I had like who are the bass players who are currently inspiring me, like who am I listening to right now? And the true answer is I don't know. I have no idea who I'm listening to. I'm not currently listening, like the music that I listen to when I'm not studying music is still punk and Celtic punk and rock, so I'm still listening to the Matt Freemans and the Jeff Aments and whoever's playing for Trent Reznor right now. Nine Inch Nails put out a new track yesterday, which was fantastic. But currently I'm working on things like this, and I don't know who wrote this. Miles Davis is credited as the author of the track, but the bass plays the melody on this track. And so I don't know if Miles Davis wrote this melody or if the bass player wrote this melody. I would assume it's Miles. Bass players like it because the bass gets to be the center of attention. You're playing this melody. It's a little bit goofy. I'm not playing it well. I didn't warm up. I'm just kind of dicking around. The thing that cracks me up about this song is it's heralded as like, I should have brought the real book down. If I remember, I'll take a picture of my real book and show you what I'm talking about. What I played there is the entire form of the song. It's 8 measures of that D minor melody, and then 16 measures of that, and then 4 measures you just go up a half step. So 4 measures in E flat. Oops. So 8 measures of that, and then back to whatever the hell. I just screwed that up. That's the whole song, right? And if you listen to this song, this amazing, jazz piece, it's really that, and then like a couple of 100 bars of solos, and it just cracks me up because the rest of the band, you got to go listen to this track. The rest of the band, so the bass is going. Dun, dun. That's the entire rest of the band's track. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. That's the rest. That's all the rest of the band does. That's it. That's the whole song. Then like 240 bars. Like everybody and their mother takes a solo for 2 times through the form. So 32 bars. Let's take it 2 times. That's 64 bars a piece. 6 members to whatever. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous song. But I get why, as a bass instructor, he's having me work on it. So when I say, Chris, I don't know who I'm currently listening to, I have no idea. Because of the songs that I'm playing, I could give you a name. And I'm going to give you a couple names. But I would say that the bassist that is most influencing me right now, you would not know. He doesn't play for anybody. He doesn't exist, basically. I mean, he exists, but... And that would be the former bassist for the band, for my keyboard player. His former bassist. And the reason I say that is because his former bassist did play some lines that worked really well. And I've worked on learning some of those lines. One of those would be... let's see, Road Song. How does Road Song go? It's just a D and a G for some reason. And his version is something like... No. Something like that. And I've turned it into my own little thing. Nope. I add a little bit more lope to it because it's a little more funky. But I would say that's the person who's currently influencing me the most, because I'm trying to take a little bit of what he did and introduce it to my own style or my own songs. Because a lot of the stuff that I'm playing is just basic. Just basic progression, you know, quarter notes or whatever. But that's not a good answer. The good answer is there's one person whom on YouTube that really inspires me, and it's not necessarily from his bass playing. His bass playing is fantastic. He's a very good bassist, but it's more because of the way he's creating content on YouTube. And that is Ted from Ted Talks Bass. Ted is a professional musician in New Orleans. He plays like 5 days a week. I don't know. He plays a lot. Sometimes he live streams those plays. He'll just put his phone on his music stand and hit play. Ted does a lot of live streaming. Just pops in, says hi, here's my thoughts. You know, doing these coffee jams in the morning where he's trying to learn a song. Like I'm trying to learn this. I'm trying to learn this thing. By the way, that's at 100 beats per minute. I think the original song is like 132. So I can't even play it at like 2/3 of the speed. I need to work on it some more, but I'm tired. I haven't had a whole lot of time. So Ted inspires me, and when he goes live, I get excited because he always drops little chunks of wisdom, and it's a very real channel, meaning that he doesn't script stuff. It's kind of like this. Just let's have a conversation and just talk about bass and bass things. My private instructor is also on YouTube. His name is Kyle Barbosa. He's on a channel called Kyle Teaches Bass. Funnily enough, both of these guys, both Ted and Kyle, were high school music directors, music teachers. So they both have a very well-grounded approach to teaching. And my private lessons with Kyle have been going very, very well, despite my current inability to practice because I have a newborn. So I haven't got to practice nearly as much as I should. I need to work on that. But I will say that currently I'm listening to a lot of 80s, maybe late 70s, early 80s funk, and just whoever, I don't know who the bassists are, but I'm trying to take inspiration because we do, when I say I'm doing jazz, I'm really doing like jazz funk fusion or jazz, like smooth jazz, which means that we're not playing the song as written usually. We completely change the arrangements. And we're adding a little bit more funk style to a lot of jazz classics. So I've just been trying to listen. I've been trying to just take in funk bass is a little bit more punchy. For instance, one of the things I'm working on this song is just playing it with a walking line. So you've got, 4 measure, or what did I say? 16 measures of D. Just walking, just playing quarter notes. Play the scale. It's just something to practice and get through. And that can be the foundation of a lot of jazz. If you listen to a lot of jazz, that's what you'll hear. You'll just hear these walking. Whatever. I don't know. I'm just dicking around. I don't want to do just that. We don't want to. I want to add the funk, and the funk is that kind of, for instance, when I take that bass line I was showing you earlier that the previous bassist played, That's not funky. That doesn't add groove. It's just playing eighth notes with one rest. But that's funky. That's the funk. That's what I'm trying to take away from that 70s and 80s music. So I'll have to look up some names and try to figure out who it is I'm actually listening to. I will say I listened to a lot of Duck Dunn. Donald Duck Dunn was more of a Motown. He played a lot, but his style is very basic, very slim, very trim, and I like that, especially for the kind of music that I want to play, or that I am playing, I should say. So I don't really have a good solid answer, but I wanted to keep playing bass because I had this stuff down here already, and so I thought I would set it up and play. Got anything going on this weekend? I'm hoping to practice some more. I might have a play date on Sunday. We might try to get together for like an hour or two and just play some music because it's been 3 weeks and I miss it tremendously. And maybe we should talk about that next week. What do you want to talk about next week? You should let me know in the comments while you're down there. You should like the video. And if you're new here, you should subscribe. And I really very much want to tell you how much I appreciate all the positivity lately. It feels fan-freaking-tastic, and I'm happy to have you all along on this adventure. I'll see you again on Monday. Today's 1,000 plus little things happy, successful people do differently. We have been learning 20 things to start doing in your relationships. Number 4, show everyone kindness and respect. Treat everyone with the same level of respect you would give to your grandfather and the same level of patience you would have with your baby brother. People will notice your kindness. Yeah, I don't have patience for little ones. I'm learning to develop that.